Hello, hello.
All right. Dude, we're already rolling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll stop saying that N-word. Let's have fun.
Yeah. Clean it up.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my catchphrase. I know it's not much.
All right, yeah.
All right.
It's hard to brand that later.
We're here at Pho 24 in Sandy Springs. New comic. I don't really know him that well. We just kind of got acquainted. I saw him come in and it's kind of taken it by storm in my mind. And so you can follow him at Danny Tran Comedy on YouTube, the oldmantran on IG. He has a Joke King podcast, and it's Danny Tran.
Yeah.
Dude,
we met on Christian Mingle. I'm happy to be here. Very excited.
Farmers only.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. I just moved here like last month. Everyone's supposed to be nice to me lately, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it's hard to. We had to stop Asian hate, so we had to be nice to
Yeah, it's the quota hire, at the Vietnamese restaurant. This is exactly what happened.
Yeah. I just assume you're just gonna pick. We just want a Vietnamese.
Yeah.
You know, but it was good to meet you, man. You're a good comic, and I'm happy to have you on. So I'm gonna get, dude, right into it because you're telling me where you grew up, where you were born, and stuff. You have a healthy mix of like South and North. Yeah. A little Texas, a little Illinois, now a little Georgia. Not to mention you like have been on the road, so you kind of seen the stuff. You've seen the country. Is the food better north or south of the Mason-Dixon?
North or south food?
Yeah.
Man, the South's just hard to beat, man. It's just hearty, you know? It's like...
Butter.
Yeah, butter. A lot of butter, you know?
Mess with that.
Sweet tea is a thing, too. That's not a thing up north. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's that we use salt, pepper, and then, like, diabetes. That's what we do.
The big three.
Yeah.
It's, no, man, I love the South food. When I hit the road, I go from Illinois to Houston. So I was, like, doing gigs in, like, Kansas City, St. Louis, Oklahoma City. And, like, right in the middle, Kansas City, that burnt ends was, like, the best thing I've had in my life.
Burnt ends. There's one place that does burnt ends, and it's in Alpharetta. They're really good.
Okay, yeah.
Smoked Jack Barbecue. It's a smokehouse place.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's hard to mess it up, to be honest. It's done on TikTok all the time. You just chop it up, put a little butter on it, honey. It's simple, but
Maybe that's why the South makes it, because we're stupid.
Yeah, we're all homeschooled, but it's a good time, man. It's a good time. I love the South food.
I'm from Illinois, so I was born, I don't know if I told you this, I was born on the suburbs of Chicago, so I grew up with, Chicago-style hot dogs, Italian beef, secret racism. That's what we had. That's what we had dined in a lot of. Yeah. And it was great growing up in those things. Polish sausage. Yeah. I realizing now all my favorite foods are like penis-shaped foods, bratwurst, hot dogs, like this. You know.
Yeah. So you probably know what a horseshoe is then in the Midwest.
No. That's actually like either a Southern Illinois thing or like Indiana, Iowa, and stuff. Yeah.
Do you know what it is though?
No.
Like, okay, so it's like a beef patty and like fries just covered in cheese. There's no bread, nothing. It's just like a plate comes out.
Oh, really?
Like a pig-style trough kind of.
Oh, it's almost like not a garbage plate, but like they do it.
Oh, it's garbage, all right.
It's garbage,
dude.
It's for garbage people.
I ate my. I didn't know what it was, so I bought it before like a show I had in Illinois.
Yeah.
I had a shit before that show. I was freaking out. I'm like lactose intolerant. I was hurting on stage, dude. That was the one time I farted on stage. It was very stressful.
The other kind of Asian flush.
That's
awesome, dude. Yeah. The South is good. My fiance, she is from the rural part of Athens, and let me tell you, man, that Thanksgiving you can't beat it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, being Vietnamese, which Asian race do you get mistaken for most?
Mistaken for?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I used to be tan, so I used to get a lot of Filipino comparisons a lot. I used to play tennis back in high school.
You were a tan Tran?
I was a tan Tran, yeah. Used to play tennis back. I was basically doing blackface. I was out in the sun all day. It was crazy. Used to get Filipino a lot, but then...
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. You know, but anybody who really kind of pays attention, like... a lot of Chinese have like Ang and Ao and stuff in their last names, and like Koreans have like AKs and ANs. So you kind of see, if I see like a Park or a Tran or a Pham, I'm like, oh, it's not this portion, it's kind of probably this area. Yeah. So I mean, I can see how people, I guess, mistake.
Yeah, the last names, yeah.
But They probably failed geography.
Yeah.
Social didn't do well at social studies.
Yeah, because you can tell by looking at them too. Like
I
think Koreans are like one of the best looking Asians. Like just like I don't know.
Yeah. I've tried to. Everybody says it's like, oh, you're racist if you think everybody of one race looks alike. But I'm like, if you were to tell me to describe a K-pop star, like,
oh yeah. Now I don't know about like a base model Korean. I don't know what they look like without the plastic surgery, but like the one
stock.
Yeah, the stock. Yeah, off the shelf, but yeah, get it from the back maybe. But yeah, it's the ones I see. You kind of tell they got like a certain look to them. You know, the hair is good. Korean hair is the best.
Korean hair is pretty good. They have like 90s like boy band hair.
Right.
Yeah, because that's all coming in. Now they have the dangly earring and everything.
Yeah.
It's like Korean watched the Lost Boys and just became that.
Yeah.
That was it.
I feel like they started the painted fingernails trend for guys. The K-pop bands.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. And they're
That's
just
such
like, oh, they're so hot because they're sensitive. I'm like, yeah. I mean, sure, whatever. I mean, whatever you're into. No, I don't judge you.
Yeah.
So speaking of food and Vietnam, we're at Pho 24, and I wanted to ask you, what did your family eat kind of growing up? Is your family traditional?
Oh, very traditional. They came from the motherland.
Nice.
Left here during
Sorry
the
for
war.
the war.
Hey, no worries. We lost together. That's why we're here. Yeah, man. They came during the war, and that's all my parents knew how to cook. That's why my mom knew how to cook, you know. So we'd eat a lot of pho, a lot of rice plates. Always a thing there. It's just rice and like maybe braised meat or something, or fish.
Do a lot with rice.
Yeah, they love eating like fish with bones in it, which is not an American thing. Americans love taking the bones out of stuff.
Yeah, the fish. My favorite fish with bones is an unpopular opinion. I like this. There's a gas station that has a biscuit place that does lunch. Also, one of their specials sometimes is a whole fried catfish.
Oh wow,
and
I love
dude,
fried
it's
catfish.
so good. Cornmeal and everything. Oh, it's amazing. Nope, they're like bones. You're getting bones.
No one's deboning at a gas station.
No.
I'm just happy it's a real fish, to be honest with you. Yeah. But we used to get a lot of Vietnamese food growing up. But I was born in America. I always wanted to like eat what my friends were eating. So I'd ask them to make like burgers and all that, but it'd be like burgers with soy sauce. Like, what are we doing here? You know? It's like the Vietnamese version of their interpretation of it.
So is there like a Vietnamese dessert like your mom would cook or dad would cook?
It's this thing. You probably buy it here. I'll make you one right here. It's called Jia. It's like Jia. It's CHE. It's like a liquid with like lychee jelly in it. And
lychee's good. I've had lychee.
Dude, the best. Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like if Starburst met jelly and kind of got watered down into a fruit.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's sweet, you know. You never had a bad lychee. You know, it's just like a Korean. It's always good. So it's
never had a bad lychee or a bad Korean. Hell yeah.
Man, that's
wise words to live by.
Oh yeah. That's a good dessert right there.
For those who aren't steeped in Vietnamese cooking, okay, so that's awesome. That's good to know because I love being a part of different cultures sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like learn
appropriation.
Yeah, you know, I got the white in me. No, I'm Italian, so we're just a bunch of stupid wapdegos. You know, we just pasta and wine. And beat our wives. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Can I ask a question to you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, favorite Italian dessert? I'm very curious because I'm thinking just like ice cream or something.
I mean,
sherbets.
I'd say no, like spumoni. No.
What's the spumoni?
Spumoni is it's like Neapolitan gelato, but it has pistachio instead.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's not great. It's kind of crappy. Tiramisu or cannolo. Like cannoli is actually plural for cannolo.
Oh,
people
no
don't know
kidding.
that yet, but a good cannoli.
I used to serve cannolis back at this restaurant I worked at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just too sweet for me. I can't get into it. Yeah.
I mean, you have to have it with espresso, so it balances itself out. But
it's like a sweet egg roll to me. It just looks all weird.
It does look like an egg roll.
Yeah, never bought into the whole idea, but that's like our collaboration dish. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Maybe this friendship will work out. Hell yeah. I know you practice Jiu Jitsu. Mm-hmm. We talked about that, and I've rolled before. I rolled with people before. People don't know what that means. If you don't refer to practicing Jiu Jitsu and they say, "Oh, have you rolled? Do you know how to roll?" Then that's like, "Oh, you know what you're talking about." My friend was an amateur MMA fighter, and he would train, and I was basically his dummy.
Nice.
And so I would just get tapped out and just, it's like, "Hey, could you try and do side guard, or could you half mount, could you full mount, could you take my back?" And then I would practice, he would just toss me around.
Right.
It was fun. So let me ask you, would you rather? It's a would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather get triangled or omoplated?
Ooh, you know your little terms, huh?
I do.
Yeah, omoplata is a shoulder lock. For those that don't know, it's like when you put you over.
Yeah,
right.
It's like a hold that involves almost a kimura
Yes.
in a way.
Yeah.
And so it's just a more complicated way to do a kimura.
Okay. And a triangle, for those that know, is what my girlfriend does to me every night. So that's it's a good time. But omoplata or triangle, I've been caught in both of those. I'm a white belt 2 stripes, so I'm not that good at jiu-jitsu. But I think triangle out of the two, because a choke you can like tap out of it, and there's no like
Quick.
Yeah.
Because if
like,
one of your hands is free, you like, God forbid, it's underneath, or if he has, side guard in his head, his, quads are pushing down.
Yes.
It's gonna be hard to get that
right.
tap on. So.
But the omoplata though, it's like you can really hurt your shoulder for life.
Yeah, because your
yeah.
elbow and shoulder are
Yeah.
involved in that.
Yeah.
I'd rather get triangled.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it turns red really fast.
Yeah.
Like really fast.
Yeah.
It's like a barometer for.
That's one thing. My white comic friends get red ears on stage sometimes. They get so nervous. All the blood shoots up.
Yeah, I have rose. I actually wore like I guess it's a rosacea colored shirt one day, and I made a joke about it because I looked at the video and it just looked like one big pink blob.
Like a salmon.
Yeah, it's just filling in. That's what happened. Do you go gi or no gi?
Oh man. Gee, so Illinois wrestling was very popular. So my
Yeah.
gym, a lot of wrestlers came, and their no-gi game's insane. Like that's like what they're bred for. So they give me a chance to get grips. So
Yeah.
I'd say gi, but then it's like if you get a fight in the street, you're not gonna have a good call to
Yeah.
get, like that's like
No.
American Eagle hoodie. I can choke you on that.
Can't do a gi choke in American Eagle.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't,
So
can't
it's
do
like
that.
I train more gi, but it's like no gi. If I can go back in time and pick one, I'd focus on no gi because I just
No gi is more practical.
way more practical.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. What famous comic, excluding Brandon Schaub, would you not want to roll with?
Oh, not one to roll with?
Yeah, you're like, no, I don't want to roll with
the
that
obvious
guy.
one is Joe Rogan, right? He's a killer. I mean, he's like a
yeah.
legit black belt.
I forgot about Joe. Why did I
No,
forget
that
about
guy.
Joe?
So he basically got like a lot of people in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
A lot of comics now talk about MMA with me because like Joe Rogan had the whole spark of interest.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't care about MMA that much. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not the guy.
We'll talk a little BJJ, and that's called call it a day.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan definitely would duck him. He's a black
Fuck
belt.
you up, man.
But there's a lot of like secret brown belts now. Like even some people in the Atlanta scene. I was like looking at their Instagrams. They're like purple belts,
Yeah,
blue belts. I'm like,
I'll
good
give you
Lord.
Tim Maggard, tall, lanky. He has a self-proclaimed chicken neck. That's
Okay.
And he has cauliflower ear, and I'm like, nope.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, those ears. You can tell.
Nope. I don't want
Yeah.
any part of it. You're my friend.
Yeah, the crazy ones, the Muay Thai guys, the kickboxing. You know much about that?
I've seen Muay Thai,
Yeah.
and it's brutal.
Dude, they
because it's
condition-
8 points of impact.
Yeah.
Hands, knees, fists,
Yeah.
and feet.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy, and it's like their shins are conditioned so they can just like clock
chop
you.
down trees.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
those
Me,
Thailand people.
I stubbed my toe on a dresser, and I'm like, I'm out for a day.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done for.
Questionable, yeah. It's
on the
tough, dude.
on the IR, man.
Yeah.
So you have a joke where your girlfriend got you sex for your birthday.
Yeah.
It's funny. That's a funny joke.
Yeah.
What's the worst gift you received for your birthday,
Oh, dude.
or even like Christmas?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you people celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, it's our Christmas actually suck. I'll be honest. It's
yeah?
it's a very planned Secret Santa. We do it through a website. It's not even like heartfelt, like pick out a card or nothing. It's like all email list. You people, nice. Worst gift I've gotten. It was back in college. I used to date this mediocre gal, but then she would come over and she got me like utensils one year. There's like spoons, forks, and knives because I didn't have any for her. I'd have like one of each for me, and she'd say, "Here's a gift to you." So when I come over, I have something to eat with.
She didn't even give you chopsticks?
No.
What did she miss the mark? Read the room, lady.
We're not dating
She got
anymore.
utensils?
Yeah, she got you even like a fork and all that.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. And it had no weight to it. You know, it's like a cheap one off like TJ Maxx or something. I'm
Yeah,
like,
not even a novelty, like shaped like a dick at the end or something funny. Like
no.
nothing.
The
Oh,
fork
wow.
is bigger than mine. It's like, no, it's yeah, she got me that. That's probably a pretty mediocre gift. She gave me towels, like hand towels.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
She just wanted to move in. That's
Yeah,
what-
I know. I moved my girlfriend this year actually. It's been crazy. She bought her own
Wow.
utensils, which is good, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole life changer. but yeah.
Independent woman. That's what, my mom used to get me every birthday a lobster dinner. She would buy me a
nice.
lobster. That was a good gift.
Yeah.
The worst gift that I think I've received, I'm trying to think. I think it would be from I'd throw my grandma under the bus, but I mean, one year, you know how people complain about getting like socks for Christmas as a kid? Socks.
Really?
Yeah. And looking back, like I hated that gift as a kid. I cried. I cried at Christmas one year, and I got in trouble. And then now, if someone gets me socks, I'm like, thank you.
Oh, dude, I love clothes now.
Dude, I love a good pair of socks.
See, I would hate a lobster dinner now. I'm a guy that likes like a like a gift that lasts forever. I hate like ice cream for a birthday. I hate that. You know, it's like,
it melts in 4 minutes.
Yeah, it melts in 4 minutes. That's the joke. See me on YouTube. Yeah, but no, it's like I love like a picture or something, or like something to hang up on the wall. You know, something nice.
Someone made me a like a half painting one day, like a half painting of me and something else. It's like that's awesome.
Nice.
Because I'm keeping that.
Yeah.
Like that's going on my wall.
Oh,
it's staying there.
I saw that. You and blackface. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's, you and Michael Jordan.
Hey man,
that's great.
You know, give the people what they want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
So you have a great '90s Ellen DeGeneres haircut about you.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Not full mullet, but like close.
Okay.
Like Muay Thai fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you'd be if you were a Star Wars character, Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this Fuck, Marry, Kill mullet edition.
Okay.
Billy Ray Cyrus, Theo Vaughn, AC Slater from Saved by the Bell.
Damn, I'm gonna show my age here. So what are you, like 48? Or how old are you?
Yeah, close.
Okay.
Close.
See, so I never watched Saved by the Bell. We went over this. My first ever show I watched was like Boy Meets World. That's the oldest I go back. So, AC Slater, I Googled him though, got that down. I actually saw Theo Vaughn live.
Oh yeah, we're done. You have at it.
Thanks. Thanks. That's my parole officer. Yeah, Theo Vaughn, I saw him live in Peoria because his mom's from the city.
No way.
Yeah, he gave back, or near the city at least. And he gave back to the club, performed there, sold it out in like a day.
Of course.
So, yeah, he murdered. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Theo Vaughn.
Peoria was like 40 people.
Hey, 80. Yeah. We're there. COVID is hard. It's 2 people got sick. Billy Ray Cyrus. See, you probably know him for his music, right? Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
I know him from like
Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah, so Anna Montana's dad, that's all I know him from.
Oh my god.
Like the Disney show, so I don't have like that respect for him. I'm like, oh, he's just like a girl's
I don't
dad.
know. It's like, am I too old or are you too young? I don't know. I don't know which one's.
It's crazy because I open for a lot of headliners and they ask me like, they're older guys. They're like, do you know what like dial-up internet is? We just play this game to see where our like Venn diagram overlaps. They're like, remember AIM? You know, it's like we're doing that crap. Yeah, but fuck, Marry, Kill, those 3.
Yeah, fuck, Marry,
I'm gonna kill AC Slater because I don't even know who he is, to be honest.
Right, indifferent.
Yeah, I'm indifferent. I'll pull my own hair for that. Fuck or marry. Theo Vaughn's kind of attractive, dude. I'll be honest, he's like fit. You know, he used to be a power lifter.
People always say he's got a big old dumper on.
Well,
him.
he does. He's on
Seen
stage. He had like a wagon behind him. He's tailing it,
dragging it.
Yeah, you can tell he used to lift. I'm like, okay, I'll probably fuck Theo. Probably marry Billy Ray for the money, you know, because his daughter's kind of hot. So
that's wise.
Yeah,
it's wise move.
Yeah.
That's a good order. I think I would probably. I might kill Theo.
Really?
Only because if he haunts me, he'd be the best ghost.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you know, we used to have a dude in my town that haunted me, and he was from AT&T, and you know, I don't know, he just goes off random.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably marry Billy, and I'd fuck Slater.
Really?
That's probably have to be.
You can't marry Slater. I mean, that Saved by the Bell money's got to run dry. Huh?
You marry Zach.
Yeah.
You marry Zach. You don't even know who that is.
No, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I was like.
So going back to food here, being in Texas, like having a Texas background and upraising, you must know barbecue pretty well.
Oh yeah.
If one of these foods had to go away forever, God deemed in his design, perfect divine will or whatever, had to eliminate these, which one of these would you choose to go? Ribs or brisket?
Oh.
No. I know. It's a Sophie's choice of cholesterol.
Yeah, you pick whatever. I'm pro-choice. It's crazy because you asked me this like 10 years ago, I'd say ribs for sure. I used to hate eating my hands. But I don't know about you, when you get older, I love eating like bones now. You feel like you earned it, you work a 9 to 5, you grab a rib.
Hey, Bones, we just had cat. It was good. It's great.
Oh, that's great, yeah. It's like gas station you're talking about. Yeah, it was it was good. No, I think
That's a tough choice because I was like, what two foods do I love the most?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to say, I'd have to say goodbye to brisket.
I was gonna say the same thing too.
Yeah.
What's your reasoning?
Because like you can't mess with a good slab of ribs.
I've never had bad ribs before. If it's too
Really?
tender, then it's like it's dry, but you still have a good time eating it. But I've had bad brisket, like that tough ass,
That's very true.
yeah, no, like it's all dry, it's all tough at the end. I've had bad
Good brisket is better than the best ribs, but bad
Ooh, I love
brisket
this
is
game.
definitely worse than a mediocre.
Yeah,
So
like a good Korean's better than the like. No, that's a good point. The higher ceilings,
It's true.
the talent ceilings, yeah, for sure. Definitely, brisket got to go. That's for sure.
I agree. Well, yeah, look at that.
Look at that, team rib.
What team ribs? Hashtag team ribs. What let me ask before we close this out. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I like hearing. So, I didn't know this podcast beforehand. I thought it'd be more a comedy talk. So this would be nice. What was your worst bomb? Like, do you remember your worst gig kind of thing?
I wrote a joke, and I even cleared it. I even got this joke co-signed by my friend, and I told it. It was about I'm too short to be in the KKK because like I would have to have. It would just be funny to have an extra short guy.
Yeah.
Because he would have to wear a child-size hood, and he'd get made fun of.
Yeah.
And like his robes would drag the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
And like at the Klan meeting, like he would have to like he marked absent because they can't see him.
Yeah.
Where's Brother Terry? Oh, he's absent again.
Yeah.
The only thing we hate worse, than people of color is poor attendance. And it didn't work. It worked once.
Really?
And then it never did again.
Huh.
I probably didn't. I could probably go back to
dude,
it.
I've heard that joke on the road. Like a comic, a headliner, like said that joke, like same premise. Like you can tell throughout the suit, like oh, that's him. You can't have a midget in the KKK.
Yeah. It's just it's silly imagery to have a short person.
Yeah.
So, but
joke.
I said that once. Thank you. I said that once, and it was so quiet. I heard someone's thumbs texting.
Oh no.
And I was like, wow.
How small is this room? You hear someone texting.
It was rough. It was
insane.
rough. So that was not fun. But there have been a fair amount of jokes that just nothing.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's
Just
all
nothing.
careers.
Yeah, nothing.
I mean, the texting thing's not bad. I've had a person fall asleep in the front row before. I went on my show.
Oh, did you wake them up? What'd you do?
No, I just said swastika, and they woke right up. They got up, hand up, and everything. It was.
It's just hey.
Hey, my bad. Yeah. No, it's dude. We used to have in Peoria. It'd be like it's an old person town, right? So like 9 p.m. would be the second show. It goes on to like 11.
Oh my god.
And dude, everyone's ready to go to bed by then. There's no
Past
traffic.
that Fox News late cast, yeah.
Yeah, they took their freaking Xanax. They're ready to go to home. It's like they're knocking out. It's like they're snoring at the set. I'm like,
That's
good lord.
so crazy. Falling asleep at a comedy show. I don't think I've ever done that. I've seen some boring shows, like a feature did 25 before the headliner once.
Yeah.
And nothing. Like
Tough.
he was getting nothing. And there was like 1 or 2 pops, but the rest of it was quiet. It wasn't even build up or anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I've never fallen asleep. That's a crazy thing to do.
It's always weird when they bring a bad feature with them, and you're like, how did you get this spot?
Yeah.
Like, I've seen a girlfriend, like a girl headline one time, and her boyfriend was a feature act. And the dude was terrible. And I'm like, oh, like this is what's happening, like.
Oh my God.
Yeah, trying to ride the fame together, but.
And you can't even like ridicule the comic. I mean,
No.
you can't shit on the comic even though you could because it's your, like if I were to bring my feature, she were to feature for me and she didn't do well, that's the only person I would feel comfortable enough doing, but I still wouldn't do it. Yeah, it's like that's like the cardinal sin. You can't like shit on another comic, even if they are terrible. You just gotta, hey, because that fist bump can mean better next time.
Yeah,
man.
keep it up,
But that fist bump could also mean like, dude, you crushed it.
Yeah.
It's the same fist bump, but it's just like the face that comes along with it.
If it's going up, it's a good one. If it's going bad, it's like, you're terrible.
Buddy, yeah.
I love when the host tries to save it too. They're like, oh, wasn't that last guy good? Give it for the last guy. I'm like, oh my God, no one laughed. It's crazy.
And there's ways to like, address it without addressing it.
Yeah.
Because a thing that I might hear is someone might say, you know, we're gonna have a little different energy this time. You know, so I'm like, hey, we're gonna shift gears here.
I hate when the host is like, this next guy's really funny. He's all the way from Illinois,
bro.
like hyping him, like, dude, shut up.
Let
them find out. Let them find out. It's
don't say I'm A+, because I ride B-. Just ride that B- wave, like I did in high school. Yeah, that's what I did. I was never excelled and never. I passed, so just kind of there.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
Have you ever opened for any headliners?
I have actually. I've only done feature work. I've never been the opener for. Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, so I have been, because there was no opener. I was the opener. Yes, I have.
Do you ever bomb talking to the headliner, like in the green room or something? I used to suck at that so much.
there have been times where I have to figure out their type of humor, because sometimes it was kind of an older guy, and he Eric Hunter, great comedian, been around for a long time.
Dox him.
And he's great. He has dry bar comedian, so it's like you know that they're clean, but he has sometimes he won't laugh. He'll just say, that's funny, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And that means it's funny, but you don't hear laughter, so you think it's not funny at all.
Yeah.
So yes, I have. I've you know, fucked around in the green room with someone, and I'm like, oh, look at that guy. He's like, you know, Hannibal Lecter or whatever it is. And he's like,
I know.
Said I'm like, just God.
And you gotta imagine, like, they hit the road every week, and they're like, oh, I just bombed this week. They're gonna hate Atlanta, Georgia now. You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I opened for a dry bar guy one time, and after the set, he's like, you know, that would never travel. Like, he told my whole set, like, never do on the road.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I went home.
That would never travel?
Yeah, I teared up on the way home. I was like, oh, I'd never be a dry bar comic.
Oh, man. That's, Daniel Delano has a good joke about, it wasn't even a joke, it's something he said one day.
That kid's great.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
And he said, this is when a set went bad one time, it stuck with me because it's so true. He goes, this is one of those sets where you drive home with no music.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've done that.
You just think about your set,
Yeah, and I live, you know, an hour away from comedy anywhere, so I didn't listen to a whole album in that night.
Holy hell.
Yeah, there have been some bombs. But it's okay. It's a good. You got to experience that. It makes you tougher. Makes you resilient.
Dude, yeah.
So, yeah.
I did when I hit the road. I was in OKC. I bombed one of my first headlining sets. Like, it was only 4 people in the crowd. Like, I did like my regular material, but it's like they're all comics. You know, not already. I have no fan base, so I went home that day. I was like, damn, I'm never gonna make it. This is hell, you know. And then the next thing you have a great show. You're like, okay, yeah.
You just like, do I kill myself?
No, I know.
What do we do?
That bomb's crazy, especially when it's your own show. You're like, man, the Danny Tran show is not gonna sell. This is all arrows point to me. Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Oh, well, is that it? Do you have any other questions for me,
No, I don't want to
man?
run it too long, but yeah, that's all I got.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
My cheeks hurt from laughing.
Yeah, your ears are red. This is
yeah, not from nervousness, just from sheer delight, man. So check out Dan. He's gonna be you're gonna see him a lot. He's gonna be around
Atlanta regular.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Atlanta. He's gonna be penetrating the scene consensually. But yeah, check him out. IG oldmantran. That's it. Anything else? You're good to go, man.
No, Danny Tran Comedy on YouTube. But thanks for having me, Ryan.
Of course, my pleasure.